Hey, peace and assalamu alaikum, everybody. So I've been trying to make this video for the past couple of days, just been really busy. And today is September 17th, 2021. And so 2 days ago made 1 year that, since I got a hysterectomy done. And I have other videos talking about that, various videos. So I won't really go there. Suffice to say that I had to get the hysterectomy done. It was just really wearing my body down. Why did you have on a blinker and I'm not turning? It was really wearing me down. I literally last summer was just lying in bed. Look at this goddamn, people are not driving well. She literally just cut in front of me and then went back into her lane. Pennsylvania. But anyway, so last summer I was literally laying in bed just wasting away, dying, and I guess my camera's gonna keep moving, and so I had to get a hysterectomy, blah blah blah. So but I just wanted to kind of touch on, and hopefully this fast video is you know, kind of how it's been for me the past year. I'm gonna say again, the reason I make these videos about hysterectomy and whatever else is strictly for educational purposes. I know I was really trying to find information on YouTube primarily because I wanted to have not clinical information, I wanted some real life information, and I wanted to have information from black women's perspectives. And so I decided I would sort of document, and also it's really good I did because I don't typically go back and look at my videos like from that whole time because it bothers me emotionally, nor do I like go back and read my journals, but it is good for me because I can actually go back when I'm ready and sort of look at things. And I probably should have done that for this video in some regards, because one of the things I wanted to talk about when I was preparing to, you know, do the hospital stay and stuff like that, and the healing afterwards, I the same went online to see what other women who had gone through it, what type of things they needed to help them get through, you know. So people would say, you know, ice packs, heating pads, just all kinds of things. And so I'm gonna tell you some things that actually helped me, because a lot of stuff I just did not use. I didn't feel a need for it, so I just got stuff sitting around the house waiting to be resold or regifted or something. But so the thing that I remember that was really helpful to me was the belly binder. That really helped me because I couldn't like roll over in the bed without excruciating pain, or I couldn't get up out the bed. I didn't even sleep in the bed. I slept in my recliner. I had my sons bring up the recliner from the downstairs from the library and put it in my room. Thank goodness. Actually, I had them bring it up before that. I had them bring that up when I had the clots in my lungs, because that was excruciating also. This thing just keeps on moving. But so I stayed in my recliner for weeks, and even getting out of the recliner, I would have to get my daughters to come and help me because, you know, I just didn't have the muscle strength to just push down the recliner part. God, dog, this is annoying. To push down the recliner part when your legs, you know, elevate or recline. So yeah, belly binder was a lifesaver. So I would say if you're going to getting surgery done, absolutely get yourself a belly binder. What's the other thing? I brought one of the reaching grabbers that you know they have. That came in handy some also. I didn't use it a whole lot just because I actually brought a lot of stuff to me at the recliner. So, and I had like my I did a lot of like journaling, or I would say scrapbooking, but not scrapbooking per se, just, you know, like gluing paper and things like that in my journal, because I had gotten a journal specifically to document my, you know, my healing time. So I did, you know, the stuff there. I had all that there with me. I had my Kindle to listen to books, and my phone, of course, to listen to books and do whatever else, you know, surf the internet. So all those things came in handy. What else did I use? Maybe it's easier to say what I didn't use. I did not use my ice pack. I don't recall using my heating pad. Oh God, there were so many things I got. What are other things that I got? All I can recall and really using is the belly binder and the grabber. At least those were the things that were significant to me. I will say, I've said this in another video before, do not push it. Because after a week, I started feeling a lot better. And, you know, feelings can be deceiving, especially with like people who, like me, can relate to this. I have a very high tolerance for pain. I don't know if this would be any indication or anything, or to sort of explain it, but like none of my children I got when I gave birth, I didn't do that. I didn't take anything with any of my children. But on top of that, my last child, though it hurt like hell, I was able to handle it. My last child, I had her at home unassisted, standing up, no nothing. So I have a high tolerance for pain. So the pain from the hysterectomy was nothing like that, but it was still, you know, really bad. But, you know, after a while, it was. And something I don't normally do, I did take the tramadol that they gave me to kind of, but it didn't help a whole heck of a lot. But sometimes it felt like it took off the edge, so I would just take it, like when I absolutely felt I needed to. But so yeah, after about a week and a half, I think it was, I was like, I'm cool. It was bored to death because I'm always going. So I was like, I'm gonna go into my craft room and just make this little simple wristlet. Child, 20 minutes on that chair had me done for another week and a half. Like, truly. So I will say, please just let your body heal. I had read on one of the groups, join a hysterectomy group. I would say that too. Get you some support that you can just sort of vent, say your true feelings, whatever you're feeling, because the people around you in your real life may not be able to relate, or they may not know how to be supportive on anything, or, you know, it can be all kind of things, or maybe not support you in the way you need. I know for me, one of the really big things I had a problem with was the reality I would not be able to give birth again. And although I probably would never have given birth again, but just the idea that the option was taken away from me, it was really, really, really difficult. For a minute, I thought I might have to go and get therapy, just to deal with that whole thing. Now, I know I see all over the internet, and even like some of the groups that that I've been a part of, with, dealing with hysterectomy, so many of the women just seem to feel like, oh, good riddance, get this crap out of me. Let me plug this in. Get this crap out of me. It's doing this to me. It's doing that to me. They have eviction parties and, wear these shirts that are supposed to be witty and whatnot, saying things, about it. But that just was not me. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm sure there are millions of other women who have had to have hysterectomies have felt the same way. But I don't feel like, or I don't get the impression that within these groups, I feel more like I'm the minority, but I still can voice these things, you know what I mean? And they still come with some sort of support or some sort of, information or woman wisdom or what have you to kind of help me through. So I would say it would be probably helpful to find a Facebook group or wherever where you can sort of get some sort of camaraderie. So far as my health post-op, I am doing so much better, even though I'm really bad with taking medication. I just about remember to take my blood thinners, but my iron, because I have chronic anemia. The reason I had to get to hysterectomy was because of humongous fibroids, and because of that, I was a chronic anemic, and it was really, really, really bad. And so I got my health-wise post-op. My iron and hemoglobin got way back up afterwards, but I do still always forget to take my iron, which is bad. I have a hematologist now that is going to be not happy if I don't get it together before my next visit. But health-wise, other than that, I'm so much better. I am so much better. It's a shame it had to come to that for me to get better, because again, my whole emotional situation and psychological situation surrounding the removal of my womb, my uterus, I had a lot of attachment to it because I've just always had an attachment to birth and stuff like that. And of course, haven't done it 4 times, blah, 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 blah. But, so it's a shame it had to come to that, but it did. That was just my reality. But you want, everything in life can't be gravy all the time, or be what it is I think is going to be, but I, want it to be. You have to have balance. So there you go. It was a blessing that there's even an option, so far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it turned out to be a good thing, and I'm doing a lot better now. And I don't have to, I remember I would get so anxious just knowing, like I could have my cycle and be in bed because I couldn't do anything. It was just like horrible, the bleeding and stuff. So I couldn't do anything, and it was wearing me out because I was such an anemic. And I can remember having my cycle, being in it, and already stressing because I knew 3 weeks later I was gonna have to go through this again. And as it would approach, like the week before, I would be like so on edge because it controlled everything. My work, having to go to work, and I would be sick at work, and in nursing you sure can't just be calling off whenever you want to. No job if you have any respect for your teammates, in my opinion. But you can't just do that. And then I was not working per diem at the time. I had just gone on and taken a full-time position, so I was committed. A part-time position, so I was committed to days I had to be there. Even as per diem, you have to commit to days in advance. So either way, I had to be at work, so that was totally stressful. And I'm not the type of person to call off work, because again, I look at it as I gotta be there for my teammates. It's just not, in my opinion, it's just not cool to just be calling off work. If you say you're gonna do something, do it for me. And so, I would just be on edge. And once you get to work, they're not just gonna let you go. And I know a lot of people feel like, well, it's your body. If that was me, I'd just leave. Again, teamwork. Because me just leaving would be putting somebody else out, making somebody else have to come in on their day off or what have you. So I was just always on edge, and far, beyond the working situation, just knowing I was going to be knocked down for so many days. It was just a lot. It was just such an emotional stress that I don't have to deal with right now. Oh, look at the little birdies. So yeah, that's a great thing. My clothes not getting all messed up anymore. My bed, my carpet are not getting messed up anymore. I don't have to worry about being outside in the world and like, oh my God. I used to have to wear so many pads, like the really big, thick ones that you can get from Walmart. They have some really big, thick ones. I'd have to wear like 2 and 3 of those at a time, or put on 2 of those thick ones and then have to put some on the side. It was just ridiculous, the type of MacGyver stuff you got to come up with when you have bad fibroids. So that's no longer an issue. So I mean, all in all, my physical health is far better. My emotional health is far better. My psychological health is far better. Though I'm still dealing with the no baby thing. But my critique or my advice would be that if you are in a situation with fibroids, with endometriosis, whatever the case is, and you can have a better quality of life by why am I feeling emotional? By getting a hysterectomy, then please do so. And you deal with the other stuff later. But we are women, and we typically are used to dealing with it and moving past it. So yay, I got the hysterectomy. I thought I was going, woo boy, I thought I was going to die. Another reason why I think it was emotional for me is because I truly thought I was going to die a year ago doing surgery, because I had never had surgery done before, aside from like dental surgery, like getting a tooth pulled. But I guess that scared the crap out of me too. But I was extremely frightened, and I was absolutely certain I was gonna not wake up. So push past that. They have things in the hospital. I am not pro modern medicine necessarily, but I'm certainly not anti modern medicine. I do believe it has its place, and what they sure enough have in the hospitals are like antidotes. So if anything was to happen to you, and remember, I was on blood thinners too, so we had to deal with that a little bit too. But there was a lot of risk going on, things that could have happened besides just regular old surgery mishaps. But they do have antidotes that if something goes wrong, they can give you the antidote and help you out. So talk to your OBGYN, talk with your mates, talk with whoever. Don't talk to people who don't know what the heck they're talking about. Talk to professionals. And again, I ain't saying that doctors and nurses and everybody got it all together. They're just people, and this is their job. I'm a nurse too. But most medical professionals, I think, they're just people. So they have their own perspectives on things, whatever they are. So you'll find a lot of healthcare professionals who may be in the field, but they still, like me, are very much about naturopathic remedies. But understand that the white man's medicine got some magic we don't know about. So, you know, do your actual research. Don't just talk to people. Don't let people steer you one way or the other. Get your information and make a decision. Weigh out all your pros and cons and make a decision. But I'm here to say it can absolutely be great. But in saying that, some people don't have great experiences. I did. I didn't lose my ovaries. I didn't have to get a cuff, any of that kind of thing. But do your research, okay? Peace. Off to do the laundry.